This is Elizabeth Galentine, Associate Editor of Employee Benefit Advisor. We're here with Paul Heck, Manager of Global Employee Assistance and Work-Life Services for DuPont. Paul, thanks for joining us.
Sure.
Now, you have served on the committee of the National Business Group of Health, developing a new employee guidebook for EAPs. Do you want to talk a little bit about why you decided to do that?
Sure. I feel that a lot of the issues that have been struggled with over the years in defining EAP and being able to fully utilize an EAP in many employers have just become so mixed up in different discussions and ideas around who should be doing that type of service, that it was time to come together and fully identify the value proposition for employers who are considering using an EAP, as well as defining employee assistance so that there would be a universal understanding of what the employee assistance program should offer to an employer, to the employees, to the dependents, and also how to measure the effectiveness of that program so that over time you could demonstrate both the quality of the service was adequate as well as measure the return on investment.
Now, I know you were saying in the conference just now that EAPs come from all different avenues inside the company, from our audience, the benefits brokers that deal with them. What do you think is the how does that evaluation process work? Is that something that you all talked about a little bit in the committee?
Well, certainly in the guide itself, we've established a suggested set of metrics that we would like to see employers adopt because we think they best describe the benefit the employer is receiving from having a good integrated employee assistance program. And to be honest, it'd be better to direct people to the guide than try to do that off the top of my head.
So, you were mentioning some problems that you had with this group of 27 people coming up with a universal, a definition and universal way to address it. What were some of the biggest problems?
Well, I think employee assistance programs in many cases have been focused on individual services to an employee with a problem. And so they've driven all of their programming and all of their staffing and their delivery models towards the idea of having a specific response to a single employee who is having a problem in their home life or with their own emotional health or with substance abuse. That's a very important part of EAP. But in the committee, what we were suggesting is there's a much broader opportunity for an employee assistance program to be of value to an employer because we do represent the competency of psychology in the workplace, and so there's opportunity for management consultation, for working with our business leaders around the particular struggles an employee group may have around a merger or an acquisition. In today's world, of course, the crisis around economics has driven a lot of employers to look at furloughs or layoffs or other activities that stress the employee population, and EAPs can be an integral part of planning and then delivering those kinds of decisions and minimizing the overall emotional impact to the employees. So we do a lot more than just the individual work, and we wanted to represent that in our definition.
As far as that delivery goes, has there been an issue with getting employees to actually know that these programs are there?
Well, of course, any program or any benefit that you have in an employer is only as good as the promotion the employer puts behind it. So certainly there are those where an EAP may be purchased but not necessarily well promoted, and so the utilization of that program obviously would be low versus a program that is heavily promoted and valued by a company. So we've certainly encouraged in the guideline that employers who are paying for a service are best off getting as many people to use it as they can, because the price is going to be the same probably, and especially in a per capita kind of arrangement. So we think that it is best for an employer to promote it strongly and show that they want people to use that program.
Yeah, well, thanks very much.
You're welcome.